Welcome, students, American Public University System. Welcome back to HCAD 520. Oh, wait a minute. I think we're having some technical difficulties here. It actually says that we are in week 8. Medical staff privileges and peer review. Well, I guess that isn't a technical difficulty after all. Congratulations. You are in the last week of a very rigorous course that you have done a wonderful job in. So, before we get started, I want to thank you. um, if you will, right now, I would like for you to take your right hand and kind of put it up here and then reach back here and give yourself a good pat on the back because you deserve it. You've been getting excellent grades in the course. Many of you have already started to submit your critical thinking assignment for week 8. So I appreciate the fact that you are working ahead. Congratulations on that. Give yourself a little extra time for some work life, family, school balance. Um, but before I get too far ahead of myself, welcome week 8 medical staff privileges and peer review. The objectives this week is for you to understand the legal requirements in healthcare organizations. You're going to analyze the healthcare administrators slash managers role in preventing and managing legal and ethical incidents in the healthcare organization, and the learning objectives for you to understand the hospital's board's responsibility in medical staff privilege processing, and then finally examine and understand the peer review process that exists in healthcare organizations. Regarding the reading in week 8 is actually pretty light. It's just chapter 8 in the law of healthcare administration. There are also some PowerPoint activities for you to uh, that will complement your reading. And, I always like to say, please do not start your quiz, or please do not uh, do the discussion board or even the critical thinking assignment without first doing your reading. There is a final exam in this course. It is due on October 29th. Let's see if I can give you a little more information about that. Just waiting for it to load. So it is worth 50 points. There are 50 questions. The questions are each question is worth 1 point. There's a combination of multiple choice questions and a few true or false questions that are sprinkled in. And I can let you know this is a comprehensive exam, so it's going to cover all chapters here. So I would suggest that you go back, and maybe this would actually be a good time to review the PowerPoint since you've already read the chapters, but it's covering all, it looks like 15 chapters. There will be questions and multiple questions from multiple chapters, but it is a comprehensive exam. You only have one opportunity to complete the exam, and you actually have a 2-hour limit on that exam, which I don't think that will actually be a problem. And then let me check one more thing here. I see so many assignments that are being submitted here. Just let me check. Okay, this is the course final project that is actually due on October 22nd. So that would be Sunday at 11:59. Okay, and as far as the assignment goes, here we are. As far as the assignment goes, you are to first To select a contemporary topic in healthcare law or ethics. There's some ideas that are listed there. You don't obviously need to get my approval for the topic as long as it covers either health law or health ethics. Some suggestions would be physician assisted suicide, whistleblower protection, prisoners receiving organ donations, withdrawal of life support, rights of minors to refuse life saving treatment. I would love for you to select, something that's, I guess, controversial or highly debatable. That way, that will lend to a rigorous research and rigorous engagement of the content. What you do not want to select is these major laws such as the ACA, EMTALA, or HIPAA. So you're not restricted to the list above. You can again contact me about a specific topic, but as long as it covers one of those issues in health law or health ethics, you're completely fine there. So you are to write an APA formatted 6 to 8 page paper. That does not include the cover page. That does not include the reference page. You must have 5 scholarly sources. I think we've talked about that extensively in this course, but just as a reminder, there are 4 places where you can get scholarly sources. The obvious place would be your academic textbook. So please engage that textbook and feel free to cite that in your final presentation. The source that you're probably most familiar with are peer review articles that you can find in peer review journals. A third source for scholarly uh, sources is any.edu website. So as long as the website has .edu, then that is considered a scholarly source. And then finally .gov. So as long as you have sources from either academic textbooks, journals from peer review articles, resources from .edu, also known as educational websites, resources from .gov, also known as government websites. You are in compliance with the 5 scholarly sources. Now, that does not mean that you cannot have other sources. You can feel free to have as many sources as you need in order to articulate and write your research article, or excuse me, your research assignment, but at least 5 of those have to come from one of those 4 sources that we just talked about: your textbook, peer review journal articles, education websites, and government websites. You must thoroughly describe your topic. Please make sure your description includes relevant legal concepts addressed in this course. You want to identify what factors you are in favor of, what factors you are in opposition of. You want to find court cases on the topic within the past 5 to 10 years. You want to identify and describe the cases. You want to talk about the outcome of the cases. Again, clearly state your stance or position of the outcome of the case or the topic or the issue, and then justify your stance or position. And of course, you would do that with the integration of in-text citations. So the competencies that I'm looking for and that will be assessed in this topic will be professional and social responsibility, i.e., ethical conduct and social consciousness. And then on the business side, laws and regulations. Okay, that's it. It's a wonderful semester. It's been a great semester, but it isn't over yet. We still got a lot of hard work to do, including the submission of this final course project, if you will, and what will turn out to be a very rigorous 550 question final exam. Uh, Please reach out to me with any questions, comments, or concerns. I'll likely post an announcement for some office hours for Saturday afternoon Pacific time for those of you that are interested in talking about this assignment or any course content, including the final exam that's due. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much for your service to the United States of America, whether you are an active duty military member or a family member supporting an active duty military member. I'm starting to get choked up a little bit there because I know the commitment of the family members are just as important then as important as serving. And I know that being a veteran myself in the Navy for 4 years, even though I was young and didn't have a family at that time, I can certainly understand that your love and support of your active duty family members is the reason why that they can fully commit to their jobs to protecting America and protecting our way of life. I hope to see you very soon in a course here very soon for those of you that are moving on and maybe graduating. If you need a recommendation, maybe some of you are going to go on and get your terminal degrees or maybe do some type of a internship or a residency or whatever your academic careers take you. If you need a recommendation from a professor, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to write letters of recommendation for you. Okay, that's it. Thank you for a great semester.